There he is. AMP. It's your world. You just live it.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It'll count towards the NBA Cup. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for MP.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. MP out there with Suggs. And it's Webb in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, the small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Damian Lillard out there with Christie. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Count that one. Giannis has got his second bucket of the night.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Lillard checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline try. Can't hit that one.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
MP against Christie. They get it again. Pass to Suggs. MP, that's for 2. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Bucks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now for the Magic, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
No coverage that time. That's 7 points for MP. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. MP with it. He has 7. Pass to Webb. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Oklahoma City. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now, here's MP. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. MP, that misses off the backboard.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. Pass to Christie. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis' wingspan, Giannis' timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
Shot clock at 6. Here's MP. Tries again. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Now, here's MP. He has 7. Banchero, a screen on Giannis. Here's MP, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by MP. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Banchero, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Robinson with the block.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Middleton outside. Driving inside. It's hauled in by the Magic. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Fast break, Milwaukee. And Lillard gets to Middleton. And he's good on the 3-ball. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
Middleton, a knockdown threat from deep, especially from the corner pocket.
MP passes to Banchero. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
The Bucks making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
The Magic making a switch here. Bulls checked in. The Magic trail by 5. Bull, a screen on Lillard. MP kicks to Bull. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make. Substitution on the court. And Orlando has possession. Bull, a screen on Antetokounmpo. MP passes to Bull. Yep, that one goes in there. Bull's got his.
Really good screen that time. Then Bull with the quick roll.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Johnson, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 slot. Giannis against MP. Banchero, a screen for MP. Pass to Howard. Back to MP. 5 to shoot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Monte Morris is checked in for Milwaukee. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Bucks leading by 5. Morris with the screen for Giannis. Kicks it out to Johnson. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And here's MP for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The Magic trail by 5. Out to the wing. Howard, the pass to MP. Banchero, a screen on Antetokounmpo. MP finds Banchero. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Robinson's checked in for Milwaukee. Christie comes in for Monte Morris. The Magic also changing it up. Webb. And it's Suggs in for Malik Monk. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against the Thunder had a nice evening. He scored 45 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Magic. 7-point differential. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 17 points in the game. Basket counts. Giannis has got 11 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's MP. Last time, 45 points for him. Pass to Webb. To the left side wing. MP with a screen on Johnson. Suggs finds MP. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. With the drive, fires for 3, and there's Johnson. That's good on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 4 assists now tonight. The Magic trail by 10. Banchero, a screen on Antetokounmpo. MP passes to Howard. On the wing, MP covered by Giannis. Down low. Kicks it out to MP. MP showing the range.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Pass to Jovic. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. The shot missing. Good D by Webb. Orlando's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Another miss by MP. Milwaukee leading by 7. Here's Christie. He drains the quick shot. Christie's got 5 points so far.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Lillard subbed in for Johnson. Orlando also making some changes. Bol comes in for Banchero. And it's Franz Wagner in for Howard. Now, here is Webb. Nothing on the board. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we had a beautiful game now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And Milwaukee has possession following the three-point attempt by MP. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by the Magic. Webb's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bol setting the pick for MP. Pass to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Perfect use of the pick and roll. MP allowing the play to develop naturally.
Here's Jovic. Robinson down low. Guarded by Webb. And the basket by Lillard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP powers through the contact inside.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Lillard against Monk. And that one's good. Lillard's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Stolen by Middleton. To the paint. Here's Jovic. And Bol sends it back. Webb dishes to MP. Pass to Bol. 3-pointer. Good, an attempt. Picking up the assist. Bol's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Wow, don't see the quick trigger out of Bol very often, but it was on display there.
Here's Jovic. Christie kicks to Middleton. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bol, a screen on Christie. MP passes to Bol. Back to MP. Pass to Bol. Wagner, right side. Shot clock at 3. MP with it. Robinson picks him up. MP's shot is good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Lillard, 5 points in the game. Here's Christie. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Webb, a screen on Christie. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Christie. They grabbed their own miss. The putback, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait.
The previous play is under review.
Let's see if he got that shot off in time.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA replay centers.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Turnarounds, I think.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. We come back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from they're measuring up the shot.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.